See what happens when you try to look cool on camera? What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Burndown YouTube channel. We are back at it out here on the Maliboom. Before we get started today, though, I want to give you guys a quick PSA, and that is on these transmissions on the TH400 and 4L80. If you guys were on Facebook at all and you follow me over there, you saw that I shared a drum explosion, and then shortly after that, one of you guys that actually does follow me had the drum explode. The first one I believe was a 400 and the second one was a 4L80E. So with everybody that's doing all the sloppy mechanic stuff or following along with me, you know, getting these motors, throwing turbos to them, making some decent power, you do need to be aware that that transmission is a hazard. I'm going to link a video up here to tell you more about it, but essentially the quick, you know, nuts to soup about it is if you are in, I believe it's third gear, and then Ryan can correct me if I'm wrong, but you can watch his video, that's what I'm going to link to. If you're in third gear and you click it in neutral without a clean neutral, or for some reason the engine loses power, essentially the front half of the stack stops turning, and that turns it into a reverse deal. So your drive line now is driving the internals of that transmission, and the drive component gets driven 3x of what the drive line speed is, and it will become critical speed, and the drum will explode. It's not, it could, it might, it may. If you are going fast enough, it will explode. And there's a video, I got some pictures I can kind of link up to, but I just want to let you guys know, and even for my own safety, safety is a concern with my car. It does go fast, and we are going to take care of that and do all the safety measures with my transmission as well. But yeah, if you're a knucklehead and you put a turbo in front of an LS and you've got a 400 or like a 4L80, don't click that thing in neutral on the big end thinking you're going to check plugs or, you know, find some stuff out, because you are going to find some stuff out. And hopefully that thing doesn't shut off on you on the big end at speed. That's all I know. So anyway, on to a regular scheduled video. Sorry for the fear mongering, but safety is important, man. I want you guys to stay safe. Come home in one piece. I know I want to come home in one piece. So on to the video. So we are working on the Maliboom, and during the week we got a little bit of stuff done. I'll kind of show you around. Let me open the trunk up. What we were trying to do is we were trying to stuff larger tires on the back of this guy. So we got a little bit of cutting going, and then we moved some stuff up front. I had a firewall that we took out that I just had riveted down, and then there's bracing that goes across here that you can see we cut, and that's pretty much as far as we got. We're trying to take these tunnels out, so that's what we're going to work on today, is trying to get the rest of that material out and kind of clean it up so we can see how the room looks, what we're working with, and what we actually have to move. The car, for those of you that are not familiar, was on a, what was it, 235, which is a 26, 8.5 by 26, which is a baby tire. Like, people always want to talk about small tire being a 28, 10.5. That's a schmedium, right? Baby tire, you want a small tire, you run the 235, 8.5. And there are cars doing work on those. Takes a lot of practice. Usually it's sticky tracks, and you kind of have to know what you're doing. So this car never 60-footed worth a darn, but I didn't really care. That was the tire we fit, and then I stepped it up to a 27 by 9. So it was an inch taller and then an inch wide, or half-inch wider, and that essentially filled the wheel well up for the ride height that I have. I feel like if I jacked it up and stink bugged it, I may be able to fit, you know, the 28 10.5. I don't like that look. If we're gonna ride it, we gotta ride it properly. And we still have this to contend with, which is the opening isn't very big. So as it sits right now with the sway bar attached, I can't even fit the tire that I want to run in the car in there. If I detach the sway bar, it would drop it down further and I might be able to fit it, but just the distance from here to here isn't great enough to even fit the tire in, you know, if I try to stuff it in sideways. So we have a lot of work to do, but first and foremost, we got to get rid of the tunnels. So that's what we are working on. So let me unload this stuff. We'll get to cutting, and I'll bring you guys back and show you. I'm not going to time lapse doing it, and I'm trying to make cuts strategically without just whacking everything out of there and going oops. But I feel like all of this just needs to come out, this whole deal. And we'll get it loose from here. It's already loose from here, and then loose from that. So let me keep moseying along. We'll show you guys progress, and hopefully we can get, I'd like to get these out of here, but yeah, we'll see how we go. All right, moment of truth. Moment of, I didn't cut. Oh, almost true. Come on, man. See what happens when you try to look cool on camera? You got one little booger holding you up. Okay, making a bunch of ruckus, but there is the first inside wheel tub. Woo! Out here. So initially I was trying to cut it, you know, just along here, and I thought maybe I could kind of move it over or whatever, but I think we might have to extend the height. So I figure I'm just going to move all of it, and we'll come back and fill it in later. I'll leave these kind of long and this guy for the trunk, but we may have taller tubs because we have a taller tire. So I think this side's got to come out too. So that whole, I want that whole area open. We'll cut it over there and over here, but now that that's out of the way, it's a little easier to kind of see it. So that's it, we'll keep on going. All right, the outer fender well is loose. We got a snag, but let's see if we can knock this thing out, get this out of here, and then I'll show you around, see how we did. All right, so we didn't do too bad, although I did end up, can't really see it, went back down, but it bubbled the paint here, so that's why I was kind of beating on that section. So there you go, that is open. And it's funny because I don't think the tire would still fit. Now it'd fit height wise, but I don't think width wise it would still fit, so we're gonna have to get into here at some point, but that kind of opens it up, and then what we can do is we can clean those edges up and get rid of this kind of stuff and the sharp edges, so when I'm working around this I don't cut myself, this kind of stuff. And I think that's what I'd like to do, is just clean that up, but we still got this whole guy, so we'll work on that side to get it to look like this. So man, it's there's a lot of sealant stuff I'll show you guys too. So it's just not glamorous, but it's all necessary. So like all of this stuff, we took it all out because I wanted to see where everything went. I hope we don't have to go that far down, because I don't think I need the room this way. So this would be a good point, but it depends, like I said, how far over we have to get. So this may do one of those deals, but yeah, it used to look like that. And then all this sharp crazy stuff, we'll get in here and I'll clean all these cuts and everything up so I don't murder myself trying to crawl around in here. So we're just taking our time. I'm not in a hurry, trying not to cut myself all up, but yeah, we got one out, so I'll bring you back. We'll keep working on this and we'll see how we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's how you do it, boys. That's how you do it. I draped this little, it's like a spark cloth deal, so it's non-flammable. I draped that, so hopefully we're not decimating the old tuna bagel. But so inside cut out, and it's funny because after doing one, you know exactly what to cut out. So we're moving a lot quicker on this one. I'm not having a second guess as bad. Well, that is a wrap for today. I made a little progress from where I cut the video earlier. We got the front section cut out. I don't know if you can see it behind the pole, so it matches that one. And then I just have to get the inner fender out. See, this one has it out, this one still has it in, and then this one comes back. It's a little bit different. And I've got to get in there and clean that stuff off so I can cut it. And then I think I have to take the cutoff wheel around on the inside. So I've elected to clean up so I have a little more time to get things done. It's later afternoon already. So we will bring you guys back. We're going to be on this mission for quite a while because this is just moving the wheel tubs. And then I'm going to have to kind of measure and start seeing what we have to start clearancing, because just taking these out I don't think is going to be, that really doesn't even help me fit that tire technically. But I think what we'll do is we will take the, what is that, the sway bar links down and see if I can even get a tire in and see where the problem areas are and all that. And then I still have to put those tires on my rims. So we got a ways to go. We'll be on this for a while. I'm chipping away at it, but real life is still kind of getting me. I did get that valve body, so I'm excited, and I'm hoping, I mean, it should be the actual issue, but I'm hoping it's not terrible to change that thing in my driveway. So wish me luck on that. We're gonna get on that at a certain point. And then once we get that monkey off my back, we'll get back on this with hopefully more effort involved. But feeling pretty good about it. This thing is gonna look phenomenal with some tire underneath it, and it should facilitate all the traction that this thing should ever really kind of need. And it should get me down at a certain point to the cage cert, which in the real world, that's an 850 cert that's gonna be on this cage. So that is a very fast car. And to have a car that'll do that and drive down the street, it's pretty cool. So that's what we're shooting for. You guys know what to do. Like, subscribe, share. Till next time, I'm out.